of beautiful historic Kinsale. Today we're going to go to 2 or 3 things. There's a brand new library here that I'd like to check out, and there's also a fort. It's currently closed, but we're going to check out the fort as well. Kinsale consistently wins Tidy Town awards because it's so beautifully maintained and such a nice place to live and work in. The only drawback that I have to this beautiful place is that it is hard to get to. As I just spoke to someone in the tourist office, very nice people there, the same people who were there last October when I was there, and they say once you get here, you don't want to leave, and it is hard to get here. And Barry Maloney, we've done 2 videos, posted 2 videos of his on our site. We recommend that you look at the Kinsale videos that we have. They're snippets of and sort of like teasers of his video, which I think you'll find interesting. Right now we're going to go to a castle that's been closed since about 1917 and tell you a little bit about that. Tidy Towns, a number of years ago, started an award for little cities in Ireland that were very clean and had the capability of attracting tourists. And Kinsale has done that on multiple occasions. Kinsale's attracted tourists on many, many occasions, and part of it is because they learned, and now many other towns have followed, the use of color attracts tourists. Paint your buildings unusual colors or bright colors, happy colors, and the tourists will come. Tourists don't want to come if the buildings are all painted the same rather dull, off-white, sort of yellowy color. But if you paint your building reds, yellows, blues, and pinks, you attract a lot more tourists. They have very narrow, winding streets here. This marker you see here was on an older dock, because this is where the boats and the water line was. So everything was walked on below this is reclaimed land. There's a lot of reclaimed land in Kinsale. Slowly going uphill. Doesn't look like it's going to rain, but I should probably not say that. One can never tell. Church of St. Multros, which we're going to look at today as well. And we're going to look at this is the Church of England, this is not the Irish church. Let's look at their garden. See what the garden looks like. This is the sea garden in St. Multros Church. Church of England. Church of Ireland, so it's really an Anglican church. There's the plants that they have. And they have a mooring and a couple of traps for lobsters. That's why they call it a sea garden, but it's based on the sea. They have some old piers to reflect the sea. Let's go and take a look at it. This, of course, is a Protestant church, Anglican Communion. Let's take a look inside. Unauthorized photography during services.
Hello.
Okay, hi. There's no services taking place, so we're just taking a look at the church. Beautiful church. This is an exterior view of St. Multros Church. The earliest record of a church on this site was 545 AD. Which would have been a small oratory structure built without mortar. The bell tower in present church was built in the 12th century, is the oldest building in Kinsale. It's a Norman type castle. It's grilled windows, the top facing north. The bell and tower were put in the 18th century. Lots of rectors in this church. The church was initially Roman Catholic and converted later to the Church of England under Henry VIII's reign. Few medieval parishes are still in use in Ireland today, and this is one of them. So it looks substantial the way it did 500 years ago. You see it overlooks Kinsale. Credit for what I've just told you is credited to Barry Maloney and his book Kinsale. He's a noted guide in Kinsale and offers tours daily at 9:15 a.m. and you can pay him what you think the tour is worth when it's over. He also sells his books that are autographed for 15 euros. I bought one of them, and that's where I got the information about this church. Kinsale Library. This is the new Kinsale Library. As you know, in libraries you're not allowed to talk, but we're going to go in and try to show to you what it's like. This is the James O'Neill Memorial Building, dedicated to the memory of James O'Neill, 1850-1922. Local businessman and merchant, member of the Cork County Council from 1899 to 1920. This is the Kinsale Library. Brand new library that they built Library is closed on Monday, so I guess we're not getting in. Okay. This is another view of the Multros church. The place, the Good Fish Company. And Vincent's, this is Society of St. Vincent de Paul. Looks like a thrift shop. I'd say it is. I haven't seen this. Is the first thrift shop I've seen. I'm gonna go check it out. Very small, but very nice. Well, let's see what else we come across down here. Exploring Kinsale. Dental Market, historic Kinsale Market Square. Collins Pharmacy. See, the sun is in and out all the time. This is a credit union. There's two banks in Ireland, Bank of Ireland and AIB. It's the first credit union I've come upon. First South Credit Union, Cork's #1 credit union. You get loans for home improvements. They don't give mortgages, I don't think. I could be wrong. I've learned that if you want to buy a home here, they will give you a mortgage if you are under 75 for whatever you need based on your credit. But you have to pay it off before you turn 75. So that would limit the length of time you could have a mortgage. So if you're over 75, look at how beautiful these buildings are. That would limit the amount of time. By the way, this is the Market Square. And this is the famous Market House here. It's covered up by computer trucks right now. But let's read about Market House, Market Square rather. And Peter Barry. Peter Barry is truly a man for all seasons. Let's read about Market House. The courthouse, which was originally the market house, the commercial heart of the town, where trading took place in the arches on the ground floor. It was built in 1600, but some arches were closed when the front section of the courtroom was built in 1706 with a unique Dutch style resulting from changed state of country after the Battle of Boyne. The building was the location for the inquest of the victims of the Lusitania, which was sunk off Old Head in Kinsale in 1915, is now the home of the Regional Museum. This is the Market House turned courthouse. So it was a marketplace that was turned into the local courthouse, and it's where the inquest was held for the sinking of the Lusitania. The Greyhound Pub with lots of barrels of beer and wine. And here's the Stone Maid. And the Stone Maid has a little ferry door there where the ferry people live. We have a video about that from our friend Barry. He will tell you about it. Notice how beautifully painted these buildings are, particularly when you see them in the sun. Go from orange to yellow to pink. Absolutely beautiful buildings. Then we go to Dalton's Bar, which is black and red. What a great place to be. And here We have an ancient trash collector. This is how trash was collected originally by the ancient people. And here we have a map of old Kinsale carved in bronze, the way it used to look. And you see it was a walled city. Cities in the feudal times were walled because they wanted to protect themselves from invading infidels. And you notice where the largest building is the church that we were just at. We did another video on that church, the Multros church there, which was originally Catholic, then Anglican, and today is Anglican. And you see the areas here that I'm pointing to that have been filled in. And around here it's all been filled in and reclaimed. Let's see what real estate prices are in Kinsale. Looks like this place has a lot of sold properties, which is a good way to determine value. This property was sold for 650,000 euros. This property sold for $595, but that was the asking price. This one was $895. By the way, there are a lot of very expensive, high-earning salary people here, because this one was sold for $350. This one was sold, they're still asking $695. This one they're asking $375. You have, I believe, some major drug companies are located here. Whether it's Pfizer or Santa Fe, I believe, is here as well. So there's a lot of people who are executives of those companies who need a place to live. So they're buying these houses. But it looks like the average price of a house in Kinsale is probably around $350 and up. Let's look down the street and see what we see. So more beautiful painting on the buildings. Press shop, altitude, artisan bakers, art gallery, K. Jones, clocks, Kinsale mobile accessories. Studio One, photo restoration, artwork reproduction, glycine printing, photographic printing, fine art printing, canvas printing, and photographic services in Studio One. You bring your photographs in, they'll print them on art paper, canvas paper, anything you want.